Hello dreamers, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's jump right into it. Turned the part of my plaza into a village square, and now I wish I lived here. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. That use of fences is incredible. Oh my god. I just love how you took advantage of all the rotation stuff. That looks magnificent. And the floor goes so well together with these fences. Oh. I did not see anything like this in Plaza. I'm working on my meadow right now, and I'm looking for some inspiration for my cottage side, and you just gave me lots of inspiration. I think I'll incorporate these walls in a build. Fantastic work. Gardening with a friend. I know this trick. This trick is genius. Let's see the question. So when I lock up my friend, will they wait until you let them out before they throw pumpkins at you? Do they throw them at you from the fence? She has a couch and a plate of cookies. Don't worry. I don't see no couch. I don't see no couch, so... But I don't judge. Honestly, it's a very smart strategy. She will throw pumpkins as soon as you let her out, so that's gonna make it much easier to collect them. And if I weren't lazy, I would be doing the same thing. Oh my god, so you locked up Rapunzel in a small room. That way you can better make use of her powers. This is basically Tangled, and you're looking like Mother Gothel right now. Mind blow. Okay, you chose very bad character for this. This is not okay. If you wanna do this, get Gaston, make him your gardener, and trap him in a box. The guy will spend the rest of his life, and he won't be able to get out. Right to jail. Oh, now that is the post I can get behind. So she got a bed, a sink, a toilet, and fresh air. Come on, this is no jail. This sounds better than my apartment. And a light. She has everything she needs to survive. Lunar vision, fairy portal. That looks beautiful. Oh, and you got the swing. I'm still so sad that villagers cannot sit on the swing. I don't see a point of using it if I cannot see any villagers sitting on it. But this is a beautiful build. I love it. Why must they test us? Interesting question. I don't know. Let's find out. What's the problem here? Doing a bit of tidying and decorating, and now I want to quit forever. Wait. What are we talking about? What is the problem? I can't figure out what's the problem from the screenshot. Oh, the uneven number of everything? Oh, the problem is that there is 6 trees but only 4 bushes? I feel like we have bigger problems in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yeah, an even thing is a little annoying when you're trying to make an orchard, but there are ways to make it work. I wish we had the same amounts of trees and bushes, but unfortunately we don't. But I've definitely seen a lot of designs that makes it much less of a problem. You have a good thing going on here. Dreamsnaps. My favorite! Let's talk about my favorite thing in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I do see the tag vent, so this is going to be a spicy one. Call me lazy, but I've totally stopped caring about Dreamsnap submissions. Oh no. I used to spend hours making sure every detail was on point and matched the theme perfectly. But over time I realized I was putting in all this effort just to win a tiny handful of moonstones. Now, I just throw stuff down wherever I call it a day. And when it comes to voting, I just click whatever. Half the time it feels like no one else is trying either. No. Am I the only one who's over it? I'm just tired of pouring in time and creativity only to lose to someone who turned their Dreamsnap into chaotic, glowing hoarder paradise. I don't think that's the case. At least not anymore. I really don't think that the most busiest chaotic Dreamsnaps make it to the top anymore. It used to be maybe the case in the beginning, but if you look at the top 10, top 100 submissions on the portal, most of them are not like that. I haven't seen a super busy shot getting super high places lately, except the Cabinet of Curiosities, but that one literally implied to be a messy and chaotic. But most of the stuff It's not like that. That is not true. Now, I will agree that Dreamsnap results sometimes feel very random. Sometimes you see absolutely magnificent submissions get destroyed. So there is definitely randomness in the results. But I honestly believe if you used to spend hours making sure that every detail was on point and matched the theme, you probably were getting decent amount of 4Ks. I don't believe that you were getting a tiny handful of moonstones. So you're saying you were getting the same amount when you were putting hours and working on it, like pouring all your creativity into it. You're getting the same amount now when you just throw things down and call it a day? I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. Unless, like, I would want to see your Dreamsnaps. There might be something that I could give a tip on how to improve it. I really don't think that spending hours on a Dreamsnap, like, you can get it to the point where it should get at least 1500. At least. Something doesn't feel right. And I'm gonna bet that a lot of people are actually like this at this point, and this is actually the reason why Dreamsnaps feel so random, because more and more people just get sick of it and they just speed vote for random images. And why do they do that? Apparently because the Dreamsnaps results are random, but those actions are causing the Dreamsnap results to be random. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh my god, this is so sad, but I have no idea. How do we get out of this cycle? How do we get people to care? How do we make it more fair? And I don't know, maybe we should implement something like ranks in Dreamsnaps. Like, you know, there's a lot of games where you basically climb the ranks, and the higher your rank is, you get paired against other people of the same rank. So, like, for example, maybe the game looks at, like, your results within the last couple of weeks, and then takes the average, and then increases the chance of you getting paired against other people who have the same average of recent Moonstone. This way, I feel like it's going to be much more... Well, it's going to be probably worse for people who are constantly scoring high right now, but I feel like it's going to improve the fairness of Dreamsnaps. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? How do we make Dreamsnaps fair and fun and not frustrating, and incentivize people to participate and put effort into it? And also, how do we incentivize people to be like voting with purpose and not just randomly voting? I totally get the appeal to just click the button 10 times and get 50 free moonstones, but it's just creating this self-fulfilling prophecy, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, it feels like. So we need to figure something out. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I might need to make a whole video on it, trying to save Dreamsnaps. Let's save Dreamsnaps. New movement. Whenever I spend lots of time making sure it's perfect, I get like 300 moonstones. But when I just randomly snap a photo and it barely passes the criteria, I get like 1200. I need to see. I need to see the photo that you spent lots of time making perfect, and then I need to see the photo that gets 1200. I will agree that sometimes that seems like it's the case. Sometimes it almost feels like the less effort you put, the more moonstones you get. But I think it's not about the effort. It's not about the time spent. I feel like at some point, when you have a good shot, you might want to keep adding to it and keep adding and keep changing. And in the end, you might end up with something that maybe doesn't even look as good as your initial shot. But you feel like you spend so much time in it that it has to be good. So I feel like it's also like you don't want to spend too much on the shot, too much time, and make too many changes, but you also don't want to make too little changes and spend too little time. So you need to find this like golden middle, and I feel like that golden middle is where the best results lie. That's just how I feel. Oh my god, it seems like people are really getting burnt out with Dreamsnaps, and it's making me so sad. We gotta fix this, and by we I mean you, Gameloft. Come on! I'm sure you can figure out the way how to increase the engagement and make Dreamsnaps more fun. Viewing Dreamsnaps used to be fun and interesting until the whole excessive item light trend happened. Okay, I honestly don't get it. Okay, let's go to the results of the last, let's say, 5 challenges, and I'm gonna show top 100. Just a couple random shots in the top. Now tell me this is a chaotic shot. I honestly don't think so. If you count the number of items on this shot, there is a couple balloons, there is a couple of fences, there is lights, there is confetti, there is sparkle. But it's not like these are some items that nobody has access to. These are just a little special effects you add to your shot to stand out, and it works. And it makes sense. I don't think it's fair to say that these dream snaps are not creative because people just put together a bunch of items. It's still, like, it's not a lot of items. It's a pretty simple shot underneath it all with a couple effects put on top. Like, what's stopping people who see people who use these effects getting 4K plus? Why does it stop them from using the same effects? We all have confetti cannons. Well, okay, maybe confetti... Wait, how did we get confetti cannon before? I don't even remember. But we all have items that give you sparkle. Most of us probably have fireflies from the star path. You have the lights that you can craft or get from the Scrooge store. Like, it doesn't have to define your shot, but whatever shot you end up with, you can enhance it even more with some of these special effects. Look at this, rank 34. Such a simple shot. Does it have fireflies? Sure, it has a couple fireflies. Why not? Would it be worse without fireflies? Absolutely, but I feel like it's very tastefully done. Like, I'm looking at most of these shots. Not a single shot feels like a glorified graveyard or like the yard sale, that what a lot of people trying to make it seem like it is. Like, they're not. In fact, most of these shots are very close-up shots. They have very narrow field of view and very few items in view. Okay, this one has a lot of items, but this was, once again, Cabinet of Curiosities. This one doesn't count. This one implies that you need to have lots of items, like a little mess around it. Look at this, rank 77. This might be one of the simplest dream snaps I've ever seen. You don't need to have lots of... It does not have a single sparkle. It does not have a single light. It has nothing. By the way, my god, you have a house on the other... Where is this? This looks insane. This is blowing my mind right now. I have no idea where this is, but this shot is beautiful. This almost feels like a different game. Rank 13. Rank 13. How is this a busy shot? This is the simplest shot I've ever seen. Look at this beautiful rank 54. My god. Wait, we just looked at it. Oh, that is pretty much identical to the shot we just saw. That's crazy. That did so well. Rank 70. Very simple. Not a single light, not a single sparkle. It's all about the composition. Now let's take it at a few shots that got 300. And I'm not trying to put anyone's on blast, but I'm just curious. What is the difference between shots that get super high results with shots that get 300? This shot has a lot of light, a lot of bright elements. Now, why didn't this get high results? Well, majority of this, in my opinion, is just luck. Just probably got bad pairings this week. The framing of the shot, the character standing a little bit too far away. Like, there's a lot of empty space in the front. Empty space in the front usually does not do so well. If you just put the character a little bit closer, I feel like it would have done much better. Maybe lower the field of view. Like, for example, having these couches closer, maybe having smaller rugs in the middle, and just bringing everything a little bit closer together, which is kind of counterintuitive because the less is more. So getting closer, like reducing the field of view instead of making the shot busier, you make it simpler. This way you're going to end up with much less empty space and your shot is going to feel more full, even though it's not going to have as many items. Now this one is complete robbery. Got 300 for Take a Hike, even though it's really beautiful. The tags were minimum. So the tags seems to be also another variable that maybe this is why people say that you need a lot of items in a shot to get good results. It's because of tags, but you don't have to have those items visible. You can hide them behind your scene. You can still have you can literally make a simple shot that you were going to go for and then just hide a bunch of stuff behind the shot that is not going to be visible but still going to up the tag count. Same with outfits. A lot of people go with the minimum tag outfits, and a lot of times they're gonna get lower results just because maybe potentially since they didn't have a lot of tags, their picture wasn't shown against other pictures with similar tags. I don't know how this works, but it seems like there is some kind of correlation between tag count and the results. I would always recommend trying to up your tag count as much as possible without sacrificing the quality of your image. And it seems like a lot of people nowadays, like, this is show me something on theme, clear of all the junk scattered around and minus all the damn lights and sparkles, and you have my vote. This seems to be a very common point of view, which honestly I don't agree with. I don't think that every shot that is super bright and sparkly and busy is always better, but sometimes it is. Some shots are super busy and you can't even tell what's happening. I've seen shots like this, but I haven't seen them score super high very often. In order to get 4K, you need on average get rank 12,000 or higher, which means you have 12,000 people every season getting 4K. And if you count people who get, let's say, 1,200 plus, that's 50, 60,000 people. And not all of them have super bright, sparkly, busy shots. I would say majority of them don't. Now it's just a bunch of items reminiscent of a glowing hoarder's paradise. No thought or sense. It's a competition on who can cram the most ish in the photo. I'm sorry, I completely disagree with this. I feel like the star paths hold some responsibility for the downturn in quality that the Dreamsnaps have taken. I am literally raving every week on the inspiration how the quality of Dreamsnaps have improved drastically over time with all of the new items. Anyway, this was this escalated quickly. This post I spent probably like 20 minutes just talking about this one thing. I just want to summarize. I'm not here to tell anyone how they should play the game. If you don't enjoy doing Dreamsnaps, then it's totally fine to just make a quick shot just to be done with it, just to get the minimum moonstones. There is nothing wrong with that. Also, I'm not here to tell anyone how to vote. If you genuinely think the shot is too bright and too busy, and you genuinely prefer the other shot, then you can always vote for it. No problem at all. It's a competition, so it's about whichever picture has the most votes from all people. So if there's a large group of people that doesn't like it, it can potentially sway the results, which is exactly how this competition should work, and I have no problem with it. But I do, however, disagree with the points that the quality of Dreamsnaps have gone down with all of the sparkles and lights and special effects. In most of the Dreamsnaps that do super well, I don't see the hoarder's mess. I do not have any of those items on my second account, and I still manage to get 4K pretty often, and I rarely get below 1200, and I just use the most generic items that you can just craft or get, and I don't put a lot of items in my shots either. I definitely think there are things that you can do to your shot to increase its chances to get high result, but hoarding lots of items and drowning it in sparkles and fireworks and lights is not one of them. I feel like it works the best when it's in moderation and it actually makes sense, which I see in a lot of top shots. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think on the topic? I would love to know and have a discussion about this. We got Ali Simmer with Jasmine and Aladdin Castle. Oh, that path is everything. This is smart, incredibly smart, using the path under the carpet to create. Why didn't I think of that? Brilliant. And you actually made those fountains look good with the water rugs in between. Oh my. Now that's a fun way to spawn in the floating island. I am curious if your teleporter actually saves the skin, because mine doesn't. Every time I teleport back, it just loses the skin. But for the photos, probably not a big deal. It looks beautiful. This build is incredible. Wow. This is the entire beach floating island. This might be one of the best Aladdin builds I've seen. Well done, Ali. Fantastic work. We got Tanny Games with a Aladdin build as well. Nice. Yep, the new walls together with the castle, they work perfectly. You can build I feel like the only place that has enough space to build the entire palace is a floating island. I wish we had enough space in Eternity Isle. I feel like Eternity Isle with these small little mini biomes and lots of level changes, it's really difficult to build a big, nice, fancy castle just like this. There's just not enough flat space for it, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna try to make it work. This looks great. That's a huge, huge castle. Well done, Tenny. Please let us gift multiple things at once. Guys, I love this game so much, but surely it can't just be me that thinks we should be able to gift multiple of the same item at one time. Trying to give purified night shards to level up people for quests, but it takes so long. Like, please let me give Flynn 5 out of 10 shards at a time. I get it. It feels like it would be completely trivial to level up. Like, I feel like the giving characters stuff is like, it's not an intended way to level up characters. The intended way is to hang out with them and do activities and wait for them to level up. It's giving items is just a shortcut if somebody just wants to get it done and don't mind grinding. If you make it that we can gift multiple at the same time, it's just gonna not incentivize people to use characters to level them up, and instead everybody's just gonna give them a couple stacks of flowers or a couple stacks of gems in seconds and be done with it. I don't know. I personally don't think I feel like that is something that should be implemented. But on the other hand, it shouldn't matter too much because, once again, it's everybody's business how they want to play the game. If they don't care about spending time leveling up their characters, then who are we to say that they shouldn't? So I guess I don't have strong opinion about this one way or the other. As soon as I realized these fit together so well, I said, oh, Reddit. Wow, they actually do. Okay, people discovering some amazing ways to use the new walls. I might actually copy this. Rivendell Lily, fruit-themed dresses. Watermelon. I love watermelon. This is a strawberry, I think. Nice. This is a lemon. Nice. This is, I'm gonna guess, a pineapple. Oh yeah, you have a literally pineapple on the bottom. Yeah, nice. Well done. Haven't done Touch of Magic in a while. Just too busy decorating the valley, but I love seeing designs and getting inspired. Dreamlight Anya, the palace courtyard. Okay, this is a good post to end this Reddit review on. Dreamlight Anya is at it again. So you found a way how to bring this fountain into the build. That looks good. Once again, Touch of Magic rugs saves the day. It's crazy how you can completely transform the build with Touch of Magic rugs. By the way, love the new logo. Looks really good. And Anya now has a YouTube channel, so definitely check it out. She has amazing builds, and probably I haven't checked it yet, but she probably posts some of the builds like how she did it. I would love to see a video on making these rugs. That would be really good. That is beautiful. That is a good way to design the valley. I mean the courtyard. I did not realize you could put the fence through these columns. That is actually a good discovery. Looking very nice. Oh, that's such a good angle. That is such a good angle. These lights, man, if they ever fix these lights, it's going to be a sad day in Disney Dreamlight Valley. They gave us gold, and then they're going to turn it into coal. I hope not. I hope this light will stay like this forever. Well done, Anya. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, which mostly we talked about Dreamsnaps. I don't know, I personally still enjoy Dreamsnaps, and I really hope that Gameloft finds a way to incentivize people and bring the fun back to Dreamsnaps. Potentially maybe make it more fair and make the voting more fair and more fun. And also for people who don't want to do Dreamsnaps, maybe come up with some alternative. I don't know. I feel like there is so much potential in this game. They can come up with so many different ideas, so many different other ways to earn moonstones, which once again, I would love to see that as well. There is just, I think this game has lots of potential, and I just hope Gameloft is going to be able to capitalize on all of that potential. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more content, dreamers, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh,